Welcome to Timeless Affection, a journey into your evolving self. This is a meditation of self-honor, future vision, and soulful encouragement. Please allow your body to settle comfortably. You can gently close your eyes or soften your gaze. Let yourself arrive just as you are. Simply be. Take a few deep, nourishing breaths, noticing where in your body you hold tension. Just inhale, feeling the air fill your lungs. Exhale fully, releasing a little bit of tension with each breath. And allow each inhale and exhale to bring you more fully into this moment. Now, please bring your attention gently inward. Imagine that you're sitting across from your future self, someone who's lived a meaningful life shaped by your deepest values and passions. Notice your future self's posture, their energy, perhaps their calm strength. This future self is not perfect by any means, but they're deeply, deeply whole. I invite you to begin to speak to your future self from your heart. What do you admire about the person that you've become? What qualities do you already hold that have grown stronger in yourself over time? Now, can you imagine your future self looking back at you with deep warmth and gratitude? They see your efforts, your intentions, your struggles, and they thank you. They thank you for the seeds you've planted, the kindnesses you've shown, the passions that you've pursued. Take a moment now, if you can, to just let a message form, a love note from your current self to your future self. You might offer a few words silently, like, I'm proud of you. Thank you for holding on to what matters. You're becoming the legacy I hope to leave. Just whatever words of love you want to offer to your future self that springs naturally from your heart. Now I invite you to gently reflect what unique gifts and passions are within you right now, guiding your steps. Where did these gifts and passions come from? Who helped you discover them? If you'd like, you can picture one person that you've always admired, someone who lived with integrity and heart. What qualities in them live inside you now, waiting to be expressed more fully? And now, can you imagine someone whose life you've already touched? Maybe a friend, a child, a stranger, or even a community. What do you hope that they'll remember about you? What will your presence, your love, your work leave behind in them? Let this vision of impact fill your chest with warmth. Let it inspire one clear action, one step that you can take this week to live more in alignment with your purpose. It doesn't have to be a big step, just true to yourself. As this meditation comes to a close, take one last look at your future self. Offer them a smile, a bow, a hug, just any gesture of love and care. Bring your attention back to your breath, your inhale and exhale. Just feeling your body in the present moment. You can wiggle your fingers and your toes. Gradually, as you're ready, you can gently open your eyes. Carry this quiet conversation in your heart. And let your love note continue to write itself to your future self in the way that you choose to live. Love to hear from you in chat or out loud. What came up for you? Surprisingly for me, my advisor when I was in graduate school decades ago came to mind. He died of a heart attack. His name was Ned Wagner, and he died of a heart attack when he was only 47. He was just larger than life and instilled in me so much compassion that I continue to pay forward. Shretha, such a grounding and loving way to start off our week. It's a gift to myself as well. And again, thank you all for being here. Just seeing smiles, looks of contemplation. Yana, you look like you're about to speak.
My granny came up for me in the meditation.
Who came up?
My grandma, sorry.
Your
Because I
grandma.
want to be like her. Compassionate.
Yes. So how old were you when you lost her?
In my 20s.
I'm hearing from our community members how incredibly important their grandparents have been. Yeah. Elizabeth, what are you thinking?
When you mentioned your grandmother, Joanna, my grandmother came up as well. I have a picture of her in my living room, and she was just very kind and very non-judgmental because my parents were divorced. And I might have told it before in another session, but she always asked about how's your mother doing, because she was the mother of my father. Always like connection. She was just, I wish I could talk to her I do it in mind, but in real life. She was kind and really warm.
Mm. Just thinking about how we all long to talk to the people who have passed on, and
Yeah.
they live on inside us, and we pretty much know what they're going to say, but it's not the same as being able to touch them and see them and hear their voices. Yeah. Phyllis, I know you really miss your grandpa.
Yeah, they just yeah, my grandpa for sure, but my grandma Phyllis, um, too. They just, like you say, they were so kind. But my grandpa was a staunch German, and you didn't get away with anything, you know. But I just, no matter what, I knew he still loved me, and he just wanted the best for me. So I just, my future self, I hope, can be a blend of those two.
You already are.
Oh,
So
thank you.
part of this meditation, you are, it was this invitation to see your future self, but also to see how much you already are your future self.
Thank you.
Shraddha, you want to say something?
I really appreciate the emphasis on the future self thinking us from, our current self. I was thinking about that the other day. I don't know if I mentioned it already here in the past, but just thinking about even a year ago to now, that everything that the past me did has gotten me to where I am now. So it's just been such a, like, every single day, choosing these things that I chose, and here I am, and I've come a long way. So I'm thinking in many, many years future, it'll be even more compounded, those changes. And I think that's a really nice thing to highlight.
Yeah, I'm thinking about your journey this past year, since I've known you for a year and a half now, and just seeing you blossom. And it's such a privilege to witness how each one of you is growing. Thank you so much for joining me today. And to those of you watching or listening on YouTube, thanks for joining us as well. And I welcome your comments. See you next time.